Well, good morning from Spruce Knob, guys. Day 2 here in West Virginia. It's a little bit chilly. Got down to about 48 last night, so pretty cool. It's about 49 degrees right now. Definitely a chillier night. I slept comfortably though in my sleeping bag inside the X-Bed. Beautiful morning so far. Sun just come up about 25 minutes ago. It's kind of clear and bright right now. It's supposed to cloud up a little bit later today. I'm going to get packed up and get up to the summit as fast as possible, just to get up there and get some of the good lighting and be able to see it in the sun versus clouds. Not really feeling breakfast today. I've got oatmeal or grits, depending on which one I wanted to fix. I'm not really feeling it. I've got some breakfast bars. I think I'm just going to eat 2 or 3 of those, and I may eat once I get to the summit. Maybe have a small, quick lunch. I've got a few things I might eat there, but other than that, I'm not feeling like cooking and not really super hungry this morning. It was a good night as far as sleep. Yeah, it promises to be a good day. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get packed up and get things situated, and we're gonna see if we can get on trail pretty quick, guys. All right, guys, I'm on trail now. It's about 8:30. I'm on my way to summit the mountain here for 46 climbs, like I've been saying, and we're going to get up here, hopefully see some cool views, take some pictures for the Instagram, and hopefully the 46 climbs group will see it, and that'll be cool. Like I said, if you feel like donating, there will be a link in the description down below to my page. My goal is $100 this year. Right now I'm sitting at 25, or at least last time I checked. Might be a site right over there. But if not, that's fine, guys. I just appreciate the support here on YouTube. But definitely go check out the 46 Climbs organizational page. It's 46climbs.com. And if nothing else, maybe you'll feel like participating next year and do your own hike for those guys and raise some money. Well, guys, made it to the top of the mountain, and I'm walking over to the observation tower now. I'm going to take a look at that. But it's pretty rough there at the end. Lots of rocks and stuff again. But I got up it, no big deal. It's kind of interesting. When I started filming just a minute ago, as I come into the parking lot, there is a campsite 300 feet from there, and there's people in it. They're in hammocks. This is the Whispering Spruce Trail, and this is basically the spur trail that leads over to the observation tower. Until we're definitely on top now. Nothing but pines up here. Yeah, we may take a seat here in a few minutes somewhere, grab a little bite of something. I'm hungry now that I actually exerted some energy. Starting to get some views. Pretty little area. Yeah, it's all gravel here. So definitely a lot easier on the feet than that. Yeah, it looks like they got some of these little placards, like a lot of these places do when they have a small trail like this. I mean, people could park in the parking lot and walk up here. I did it the hard way. You know, it's interesting. I was sitting here as I was eating and just kind of contemplating things with this beautiful view. I mean, God bless a country boy. Tallest mountain in West Virginia, my home state. You know, sometimes it's easy to not take time to actually enjoy the view. I mean, even when you're up here, I mean, like I was sitting there for a second and thinking about stuff I still need to do throughout the day. You know, I've got to hike down, got to drive over to Dolly Sides, what am I going to do, and trying to calculate on how I'm going to get everything done smoothly and easily for myself. And then I just kind of stopped myself. I said, what am I doing? I mean, I take it in, you know. I mean, I definitely don't see these views every day, so sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses, guys. You know, I mean, I've done that before. kind of thinking back to one of my trips, my very first solo backpacking trip, the first time I entered that meadow there at Germantown. And I was almost through the meadow, and I actually stopped myself and said, look, I'm missing this. And I even made a comment about the same thing, literally doing the same thing today. And you got to stop and enjoy life and not stress and worry so much about, one, things that are out of your control, and two, things that are in the future that more than likely are going to turn out just fine. I have a bad habit of worrying way too much, but I'm taking this in. I'm going to enjoy this. This is phenomenal. Hope you guys are enjoying the views. I hope you enjoyed the trip so far. Remember, this is for 46 climbs, guys. Pretty awesome. Was able to summit this for them guys. Hopefully we can raise some money, if nothing else, a little bit of awareness for suicide prevention. Like I said, everything goes to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, guys. It's also tax exempt. But I'm going to finish up my breakfast / lunch here. And then we'll get back on trail and start. It's about 5.5 miles down back to the Jeep. So looking forward to it. It should be a pretty good hike out of here. Man, this is just awesome being up here though. And now it's bright and sunny. Skies are blue. Couldn't ask for a better day. I'm glad I actually summited today. So guys, yeah, I'm getting ready to start down the mountain. Just finished up the Whispering Spruce Trail. So I'm going to start down the mountain now. It's 10:20 now, so I'm hoping it won't take too long. I'm hoping to be down in a couple hours. It's about 5.25 miles, but it is all downhill. Unfortunately, I still have to contend with all the rocks and roots. The last 1.5 miles won't be too bad. It's overgrown, but it's all downhill, and I don't have to contend with that quite so much. But yeah, heading back in right now. Trail 533, guys. That is the Huckleberry Trail. Well, I got through that technical area. I think there might be a small one on up this way. Still lots of roots and rocks, of course, but not quite as bad. Making pretty good time this morning. Figured without the elevation slowing me down. I mean, it's still a little bit slower going than normal because of the rocks and roots and such, but I'm still making pretty good time. A little bit better time than I did yesterday for sure. I passed my site a while back and slowly starting to come down in elevation. I'm actually hitting the more steep stuff now. I've actually been carrying my trekking poles more than I've actually used them because the trail is so tight at points that I just pick them up and just carry them because it's easier that way, especially like across those rocks. I mean, there's nowhere to really put the trekking poles down, and I don't have my guarded tips that are, you know, used for asphalt or such. They may have made a little bit of a difference there, but honestly, I was just fine just watching my footing and hitting the rocks, you know, going. You know, with a little bit of experience on trail, you can always tell generally which rocks are going to be more stable than others. Now granted, I mean, occasionally you'll hit that one that just like surprises you and you're like, oh, oops. But, you know, generally, for the most part, you know, it's a little bit easier with some experience. Passing that site that I showed you yesterday. Definitely coming down. Really ready to kind of get to the Jeep. I've got some cold water on the Jeep. I'm gonna drink that, and we're gonna start driving towards Dolly Sides. There is a couple of spots I saw anyway that had like grocery stores or whatnot. I may hit one of those and grab a Gatorade just to replenish on the electrolytes. I mean, take the chance while I've got it. Oops. See, falling over roots, guys. As they say, oh no, I'm going down. Yeah, here's that other technical area I was mentioning. A little bit more rocks and roots and such. I think this one's a little bit shorter than that last one. I really hope so. It's a good little stretch like this, guys. Lots of rocks. Gotta watch where you're stepping. That's for sure. This is the area with all the bear scat. Hey, bear. Bear's safe than sorry. Figure also I could video, and if I'm talking, I'm making noise, and bears will hear me. Hey, bear! These rocks are hard on my ankles. Yeah, definitely an interesting area that I came through yesterday. It's much more lit up today. Yesterday sun was starting to go down, so I didn't really film much through here because it was harder to see. But now you can see it's pretty tight and very rocky. Alright guys, I'm actually off of the Huckleberry Trail now. I'm heading down that spur trail that leads down to where I parked. Huckleberry Trail, it's a fun trail. It's kind of scenic. The only problem that I have with it, you know, I mean, other than it being technical, which, you know, I don't mind a technical trail, is that it's constant. Basically, I feel like I missed the woods for watching my feet. I had to constantly watch to make sure I wasn't going to trip over any rocks, roots, such. So I'm sure I missed some scenery that I would have actually enjoyed. But, you know, it's okay. Like I said, out here doing it for the 46 climbs. And I did have fun. Definitely a challenge. You know, one of the harder trails I've done, short of like maybe Red River Gorge. And even then, I mean, I put it in that ballpark just because of all the rocks and the elevation gain. It was kind of cool. Had fun with it and have enjoyed it. Now I'm just making my way down the much easier path here. This is a lot easier, a lot softer on the feet. I knew once I got here I'd make a lot better time. I'm not going to quite hit that 2-hour mark from the summit down, but I'll be close. And the thing is, I think all trails, the mileage is off just a touch. This was only supposed to be a 10-mile round trip trail, and I'm already over 10 miles. Well over 10. Actually, last time I looked, I think I was over 11. And that does happen sometimes when you plan off of someone else's trip, because that's where I got this idea from. I was looking at Spruce Knob on how to climb it, and multiple people have done this. And you know, of course, I delete their path to make my own. And All Trails is pretty reliable as far as a GPS. I've not really ever had a major problem with it being wrong as GPS, but the mileage, when you're looking at making your own map and you follow the trail, sometimes it doesn't have the most recent reroutes, or you know, just different things like that. So, you know, it's not precise. So, I mean, I always expect to do maybe a couple extra miles whenever I plan a trip, and that's probably gonna be close to this. Yeah, I mean, this is much easier and softer, a lot easier on the feet. My feet are bumping just a little bit from those rocks and roots. I was doing a lot of tripping, a little bit of ankle busting, but did have fun with it. Definitely an enjoyable overnight trip. If you're in the area, definitely check out Spruce Knob. You wouldn't even have to do this trail here. Like I said, park at the top there at that parking spot up there next to where the tower is, and just work your way down the mountain and find you a site you like. In fact, the closest site to the parking lot off the trail is actually only about 200 feet from the very top, so it would be very easy to get to that site. Well guys, I'm about to wrap up this hike here overnight here at Spruce Knob in West Virginia, highest peak in the state. Definitely had a great time. Beautiful weather, as you can tell, the whole time I've been here. I couldn't ask for more. Once again, I'd like to thank the folks there at 46 Climbs for having this event each year and allowing folks like me to support their cause. If you do want to donate, don't forget the link is down below. And if you happen to see this later in the year, don't worry, they will accept donations up until the end of the year, I believe. Just make sure you click the link down below for my donation page. All proceeds, once again, do go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And it definitely helps people who have mental health issues, who are dealing with depression
and definitely helps suicide prevention. Something I believe in, guys. I'm glad for all y'all support. If you can't donate, I understand times are hard. The economy is not great. All you have to do is, nothing else, give a thumbs up on the video so other people can see it. You know, it'll spread it across the algorithm in YouTube, and maybe more people who are more fortunate can actually donate. And I would appreciate that too. And if you enjoy the channel and have enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and comment. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things like that, I'll get back to you as fast as I can. And don't forget to share the video. I would appreciate that as well. The more views I get, the bigger the channel can be, and the more I can do things like this. And you know, I'm looking to maybe even do other charity hikes throughout the year. If you guys have any suggestions, hit up the comment section down below. But that about wraps up the trip here. I'm about a quarter mile from the Jeep. But for now, signing off, I'm Kevin. Always remember to live your grand adventure to the fullest, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, my friends.